Hey everyone, my name is Dyer, and this is Canna Corner. We are live every Monday from the Dyer Facebook page. We have cannabis stories, we have people in the cannabis community that I want to introduce y'all to. Man, so much stuff goes on, and we just want to get it out there to y'all so that y'all know about these people, because I didn't even know some of the stuff that our next guest is coming on was involved with and stuff. So I want to let y'all know, and it's going to be so much fun. Her name is Nikita Seal with Pretty Rolls. But before we get there, I want to thank my sponsors, KM420 Radio and Roach and Bud. I love y'all so much. Y'all are so awesome. And Go Green Botanicals, y'all, with Ben. He's amazing. And sad to say, WJAE 420 Radio has taken a break. Wendy has started a new adventure in a career, and she's going places, so she had to take some time with the radio station. But we wish her the best of luck, and y'all go check out The Edge Show. We love Wendy. You can find her on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. She's amazing. So go find her, go check her out. And so, hey Farah, love you, girl. We will go ahead and start. Miss Nikita Seal with Pretty Rolls. This girl, man, she is amazing. She is involved in so much with the cannabis community, and I can't wait for y'all to meet her. Hi, love. We are now live on Facebook. How are you doing?
I'm great. I've never streamed live on Facebook, so it gives me a little bit of anxiety.
Oh, man. I still get anxiety to this day, and I've been doing this for I don't know how many, but right before the camera comes on, man, I'm like taking a few puffs, trying to calm down. And once I get on there, though, I start chilling out and everything works. But I totally know what you mean about the anxiety. Y'all, this is Nikita Seal. She's with Pretty Rolls. Girl, I wanted you to tell us a little bit about Pretty Rolls, but man, you are involved in so much. So we're just going to get it all out there today and let people know what you've been up to.
Okay.
So I met you at the convention. I'm sorry, I met you at the convention that time, and I seen your pink rolling papers. You want to talk to everybody about them?
Yes. So, like you said, my name is Nikita Seal. I'm the owner of Pretty Rolls. Pretty Rolls is a luxury experience brand that caters to the feminine smoker, but we believe that real men smoke pink. So basically, we do private experiences, like we do blunts and yoga, puffing in the park, vibes and cocktails, but we only roll up in luxury with our very own premium pink pre-roll papers.
That is awesome.
So basically, I was smoking one day. This is after I got laid off from my corporate job. And I'm like, oh, the freedom, I can smoke now, So I'm smoking, but I don't know how to roll. So I was sitting there like high as shit, like, damn, that'd be so nice if I came out with my own cones and they were pink, they were feminine, and we throw parties. So that's just kind of how Pretty Rolls came about.
Man, they're amazing. We were trying them. We got a sample at the convention, and my lovely ladies, Farah, Hunter, and Renee with KM420 Radio. And what I loved about them is they are awesome to share. Like, there's plenty there. They're long enough to where you can sit there and share with your sisters and still get enough, instead of a little regular little joint.
That. Thank you for saying that. Thank you.
Yes, we loved them. Burned great. Like, they weren't like some papers, like they burned too fast, or they burned great. They tasted great, and man, you're doing a great job. We love them, and we love that they're pink.
Thank you. Did you know when was that convention? Was it in November?
I can't remember. Man, I go to so many of these, but I know it was in Dallas. The Texas Hemp Convention.
That was my very first. That was my very first event as Pretty Rolls. We had just launched. We launched October 1st. So we're just now about to make 1 year.
Right, right. I think I met you through Puff and Pretty. Um,
Oh,
uh,
pretty.
yeah, because y'all had like she was handing out. That's where we got the papers to try.
Oh, okay.
She was handing out
Oh, okay.
papers. Yeah, so man, I love her too. She's amazing.
Oh, yes.
But
Well, I'm glad you like them.
I seen the link that you gave me of the children's book. You want to tell me a little bit more about that?
Um, so I guess in order for me to tell you about the book, I have to first tell you about Anxiety is a Mother. So
Yeah.
Anxiety is a Mother is a mental health awareness clothing line and podcast. So basically any business that I create is going to have a mental health awareness aspect to it because I
That is
suffer from
awesome.
anxiety. And I believe that when you go through things, you're supposed to talk about it in order to help other people because I suffered from anxiety my whole life, but I never knew what it was called. I never
Right.
knew what it was. Like, you know what I mean? So like I have really bad social anxiety. Like most people can't tell because when I get on film, like I show up and I do what I need to do, but it's I
Right.
got all these little, oh my
You
God, I'm
go
gonna sound
through it.
stupid.
You
I'm gonna
get
look
through
stupid.
it somehow.
Yeah, I get through it. I push through it. So the children's book, my 7-year-old twins, they're the authors of the book. But the reason why I wanted to create that is because I wanted the conversation to start a little earlier, to be able to talk about mental health. So basically, in the book, I'm battling depression, and my kids. So the book is called "Help Mommy Find Her Superpowers." So in the book, I'm battling depression, and the kids are like, "Well, maybe if I sing her favorite song, or maybe if I dance for her, like, because they don't know why mommy's sad, like."
We were talking about child and moms with anxiety and the fact that
Mhm.
having an open dialogue with them. And I love the fact that you had the book that you could share with other kids and so they can learn about it. It really is a hard, tough thing. You want to tell me a little bit about how you've struggled with anxiety and how you still, man, do everything you do?
Yes, I still struggle with anxiety, and it's so crazy because at this new phase in my life, because I do have to promote the books and the pretty roles and the podcast and everything. I have to be on camera more, at least from my standpoint of marketing. You come on these podcasts, you network, you have to show up at these conventions and these pop-ups because it's your business. No one's going to stand
Right.
up and represent your business like you do. So it's like that's what I have to tell myself to get through it because it's like who else is going to do it? Yes, you are a little uncomfortable. Literally before I do anything, like maybe 30 minutes to an hour before I do it, I'm always like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna cancel. I'm just gonna cancel. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Like I'm not
I
coming
totally know
on.
what you're talking about. I have the same stuff going on. Like I totally know you're like, you can do this. You have to like talk to yourself through it. It's so
Yes.
hard, but you just got to push through somehow.
Yes, you have to push through. Like, there's times where I want to leave things early. Like, okay, you did it, you came. It's time to go home now. Like, I'm over it. I can't do this.
I
But
totally get it.
I mean, this is just real situations, and this is me being honest. Like most of us suffer from anxiety. We just don't know what it is because anxiety shows up in so many forms. And that's why it was important for my cousin, which is my co-host on the podcast, Anxiety is a Mother, for us to start the podcast is because we were having these really deep conversations about depression, and I'm a single mom, and just that stress of being a single parent, having to do these things by yourself, and like how mentally draining. I have twins. I have 7-year-old twins, and it
Wow.
can be a lot. So just having those conversations with her, and I'm a very honest, outspoken person. So I was like, we need to do something. Well, she said we should start a podcast, and we didn't know what we were going to call it or what we would talk about, but we knew we didn't want like anything like celebrity gossip or
Right.
just something, So one day we were talking about something, and I was like, "Whoa, anxiety is a mother," and we was like,
Right.
"That's it,"
I
and we was
love
like, "We
it.
can talk about mental health, like, because this is what we talk about."
Right.
And most people aren't having the conversation, but it's a very important conversation that needs to be had. So that's basically what we talk about. We have guests come on the podcast and they talk about their mental health experiences and, even being successful. A lot of successful people, still suffer from anxiety and, tips and tricks on how we get through it.
Right. No, I was talking with Farah today about the blunts and yoga, man. I love that. And your anxiety as a mother, man, I was looking at that and I was like, man, mental health warrior moms, y'all. And it's amazing. Like there are so many of us out there, mothers, that battle. And, cannabis saved my life. I wouldn't be able to do any of this because of my anxiety without cannabis. Like it's opened up so many doors for me since I got off pharmaceutical Xanax. And I was taking 3 milligrams a day of that. And I didn't care about anything. I'm like, it ruined my life. And once I got off that and onto cannabis, man, my life has been so much easier with anxiety. And I just love that you've got a podcast for real people to come and talk about real issues. And man, that's awesome. How do people hear that? Where do they go?
So they can go on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, basically just anywhere that you listen to podcasts, you can hear it. Yeah. And we're trying to do better because like I said, we have that social anxiety. So, it's one thing to do it and it's only your voice. We have tons and tons of video that we never really put out because it's like, we don't be on video, but a lot of people are visual. They want to see. So we're trying to do better with putting our content on YouTube. So there's a few things on YouTube of us. Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I'll go check that out too then. I haven't checked out your YouTube channel yet. What is that called?
Anxiety is a Mother. And it's
so that's
yeah.
Awesome. That's so cool. And so do you want to talk a little bit about blunts and yoga? Because I've seen that you have events all the time, and I'm going to go to one of them eventually. I know you had one in Dallas. I'm in like Fort Worth, so it's like an hour and a half drive.
I'm actually in Fort Worth. I'm at my parents' house right now. Fort Worth,
yeah. I'm over by Burleson area. I'm kind of country town. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Dallas is always a little far for me, so I can only go to a few events a year over there. But I want to go.
If you know some locations or some places, or I would be open because I really like Fort Worth.
Hell yeah! Let me see what I can do. Let me see if we can find a venue or something to have something at.
For sure, yes, I would love that. But so blunts and yoga is basically. It's a wellness experience. So like I said, we create luxury experiences for the feminine smoker. So it's an experience where you can go get some yoga, sound bath, meditation, some journal release, good food, amazing people, great conversation. So basically I'm one of those people. I like to create experiences that fit the vibe. Like, they're high vibe experiences where like-minded people gather, so, and you'll be able to roll up in luxury with Pretty Rolls. My food truck, Zzz's Ice Cream Puffs will be there.
I was looking at that. Ice cream puffs, man. What are these about?
Okay, so I always tell people you smoke your Pretty Rolls and then you get the munchies, right?
Yeah.
So Zzz's Ice Cream Puffs. So it's a fried donut stuffed with cold ice cream and your favorite cereal toppings. So basically when you bite into it, it's hot and cold at the same time.
That is awesome. And so they're going to be there. Man, it sounds like so much fun. And I've seen the pictures. Y'all go check her out. You have Pretty Rolls 420. Is that your main one on Instagram?
That's my main page. Yep.
Heck yeah. And there's all kinds of pictures on there and stuff of what she does. And it's just great, y'all. I love it.
Thank you.
What is the Rockstar Unicorn House?
Okay, so the Rockstar Unicorn is where we throw the experiences. That's my Airbnb.
Oh, heck yeah.
So it's a private Airbnb. So basically, I'll paint the scene for you. So at our Vibes and Cocktail event, you would call this number and you would call the driver and tell them, I'm ready to roll up in luxury. So he'll come and pick you up in this parking lot in a Tesla. Tesla. And then he drives you to the Rockstar Unicorn because it's a private house, so drives you to the Rockstar Unicorn where you get the full wellness experience and you have the drinks and the blunts rolled up and the models in pink satin dresses. So basically when it's not an Airbnb, we throw the experiences there. So it's either Airbnb, it's Airbnb, but when it's not booked with guests, I try to book that space with events.
That is awesome. I love it. I love it. And if somebody wanted to join with that, how would they do that?
So the link you would go to, it's at the Rockstar Unicorn on Instagram, and then the link in the bio is straight to the Airbnb. So you can
Heck yeah.
Airbnb. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, I know that I think we got through most of what you got. Is there anything else event coming up that you'd like to tell people about, or anything that you want to talk about today that we haven't touched?
Well, there's a few things, but I don't know if there's anything I can really discuss. Like, it's not firm yet, but we have a new character, Euphoria, on the Roach and Bud. I said you have the Roach and Bud flyer behind you.
I love Troy. He's amazing.
I don't want to say I have a character, but the character is Kita-like.
Right. No, it's beautiful. I love it. She's great.
Her name is Euphoria. I'm really excited about her. I'll be doing the voice for her in the cartoon. So
heck yeah.
I'm really, really, really excited about that. Yes.
Troy is amazing, man. He's a sponsor at Canna Corner. We work together all the time, and he's just a great dude. A real dude. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. He's amazing. I love him.
So let's see. No events yet. Oh, you want to come and tell us next time you got an event going on? You want to hit me up and let me know and then maybe we'll come on again and you can just tell people about just the event or whatever, or do a show or whatever you want to do.
I mean, I do have a Vibes and Cocktails coming up in October. I just don't have the date official. I'm thinking October 29th. So it'll be kind of similar to that experience I just told you about.
Awesome.
But yeah, I'm excited about that as well.
So I will stay in touch with your page, and once that comes around, I will share and let people know all the official dates on that as well.
Yes. So in order to get the book, Help Mommy Find Her Superpowers, that's on thesenegaltwins.com. That's SENEGAL. And then you can go to Anxiety is a Mother, MUTHA.com. So you can listen to the podcast there, and you can purchase the merch. And in order to buy tickets for the Pretty Rose events or Pretty Rose merch or Pretty Rose cones, you can go to prettyrose.com. What else? The Rockstar Unicorn on Instagram, the link in the bio, you can book the Airbnb. It does typically book out at least 3 to 4 weeks in advance. So if you want to plan your next birthday party, divorce party, wedding party, whatever.
Oh yeah.
We'll host it there at the Rockstar Unicorn.
Heck yeah, that sounds like so much fun. We're definitely going to have to try that out one day.
Yeah, for sure. But yes, if you can help me find a location. Yes.
I will be racking my brain on that. I know a few smoke shops like Hempy's.
Oh, I love Hempy's.
He made. Yes. Would that be a good location?
Well.
Or like we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Because I know
they have a lot of breakables.
Right. I know a few smoke shops, and then I know a couple places. Let me just work on it.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. And thank you again for having me. It's definitely an honor.
Sure. Anytime you got something going on that you want to let everybody know about, hit me up and we'll get you on.
Okay, cool. And is this going to be in video too, or how does that work?
I'm going to send all that to you. I'll have the link for the live Facebook. I'll have the YouTube link all to your email as soon as I get it. I got to cut that middle part out.
Oh, okay.
And then put it on YouTube, and then I'll send it to you. And then I'll send you the link to the radio. It will be broadcasted on Sundays at 2:00 on KM420 Radio Live. So,
okay. So that piece, I was talking about the kids' book when it started going out. Did you get all of that?
Look, well, let's go over it one more time. What about how do people get a hold of that kids' book?
Okay, so they can go to thesenegaltwins.com. So basically the book is a mental health awareness children book that was written by my 7-year-old twins. It's called Help Mommy Find Her Superpowers. So in the book, I'm battling depression, and the kids are like, well, maybe if I dance for her, maybe if I sing for her, because they don't understand, why mommy is sad.
Right.
So, so that's basically what the book is kind of starting a conversation at a younger age with kids, about what mental health is.
Right. Yeah. A lot of times a kid will think that it's them, am I making mommy sad? And so that's cool. And I love that you're getting your kids involved and raising some little warriors. I can see it now already.
Yes, and they know me so well. Like they don't take it personal when I get in my raw mood. They're
Right.
like, "Okay, mommy, you need to take some breaths because you're having anxiety right now."
Right.
So it's just like that's why it's important because then your kids are able to give you more grace
Right.
as
Right.
well. So.
And they understand that it's not them. It's just, things going on and how to help. Because
Right.
sometimes,
Exactly.
instead of being all loud and stuff, they'll be like, oh, we need to kind of chill. Mama's having a hard
Yes,
time.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, girl. Well, I just love everything you do, and you're doing a great job, and keep rocking it. And I can't wait to enjoy one of these events that are going to be coming up. And anytime you want to come on, you can come on.
Okay. Thank you.
You have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye.
Bye. She got off, so I didn't have to put her in the waiting room. I'm so sorry about the middle of that. Man, she is amazing, Nikita Seal. She's a great, great person. Please go check out her stuff. It's all really educational, which I love because y'all know education is the key. We have to educate and let people know that cannabis is not some evil thing that we got to worry about. Get all that Dyer propaganda out of our heads and reefer madness out of everybody's head, and introduce them to the real plant and what it really does and how it really helps. And we got to teach people that. And the only way to teach people that is to get them to relate to something. And I know we can all relate to anxiety. We all can relate to how cannabis helps with it. And somebody in somebody's family knows somebody dealing with anxiety, because a lot of people deal with it. So it's good to learn about how it can help instead of these pills, y'all. These pills are killing us. I mean, I'm not saying all pills are bad, but they're addicting. They're got all these side effects. And if we don't have to take something and we can replace it with something that has caused 0 deaths, is perfectly safe, cannot hurt anybody, then that should be something that we can do. So, hey, Daniel, let me go ahead and say hi to everyone. Thank you, Farah. Yeah, I know this sucks. I don't know what happened, but I will cut that part out for YouTube. Thank you, everyone that stuck with me through all that. It just totally got rid of me. It was crazy. But I did want to tell y'all about a couple events that are coming up. Texas Normal's Puff and Putt Veteran Golf Benefit is coming up September 17th. You can enjoy a day of golf, live music, vendors, food truck, disc golf. I know I went 1 year as a volunteer. It's a little far for me this year, but it was amazing. We had a great time. So that's going to be at the legendary Willie Nelson Cut and Puff Golf Course in Austin. And it's to raise funds for Texas Normal's mission to gain safe access to cannabis for adults, with focus on supporting Texas veterans. So that's a good event to go to. A lot of fun, a lot of people, vendors, music. Great time, y'all. You like golf, you don't like golf, there's stuff for you to look at. If you don't, if you do, go. It's a good event. David Bass is with Texas Veterans for Medical Marijuana. So he's a great guy, y'all. He helps a lot of veterans that need help, especially with PTSD being added to the list of qualifying conditions. And major props to them, because they could have just took that and said, and they had every right to, because veterans should have gotten it first, and just said, yes, veterans with PTSD should be able to take cannabis, but they didn't. They said, no, we want everybody, not just veterans, because there are police officers, there are firefighters, there are citizens that deal with PTSD every day. And that's awesome. That I commend them for that. Also, There is Consciousness and Psychedelic Conference, November 5th, y'all, in Arlington, Texas. I'm so excited about this event. KM420 Radio will be there. Roach and Bud will be there with Pothead. Come get your picture taken. Learn all about the psychedelic experience. Jess does a fantastic job every year with this. I've been before, and it was so much fun. Thank you, Daniel. And just had a blast. Also, the event of the year, in my opinion, Texas Marijuana March and Freedom Festival, October 8th in Fort Worth at Burnett Park, y'all. You do not want to miss this event. All the cannabis people in the area and some from out of the area come to this one day, and at 4:20, everybody goes and walks to the courthouse and lights up, and it's just an act of not violent, a non-violent act of protest to try and help legalize. And then I know jury nullification people are going to be there. Bob Smiley, he is with FIJA.org. Y'all, if y'all don't know about jury nullification, it's a big deal because all these cannabis cases are going into these court cases, and juries are being picked for these court cases. The judge likes to strong arm and bully and talk down and make you think that you have to vote guilty on something that is illegal, but you don't. So if you think that cannabis shouldn't be something you go to jail for, and you are on a jury, you can actually say not guilty and get that person off. And so go check out juryhero.com. Bob Smiley is with that. And he has a lot of great information over there. So Facebook, Jury Hero and juryhero.com, and check him out. He tells you how you can do this. We need to educate our juries because there are bad laws out there. There were bad laws that we have fought off before. This is how we fought them off. And so there are bad laws now, and the only way to change it is to stop putting people in jail for a plant. And the only way to do that, because they're going to keep bringing them forth and keep prosecuting them, is to say not guilty. So that is something that you can do, and it's a power of one juror, not guilty. So that's good information to have for us. And I think that's the events that I wanted to talk about. Oh, y'all, KM420 Radio staff picks every Wednesday, 3 to 6. We picked our own music. Every month, we're going to pick a list of a certain music that we like. And I've got my list. Farrah's got her list. Renee's got her list. Trish, Brady. And that on Wednesdays, starting at 3, we play all our favorites. So you're going to be able to hear the different music that we like. And KM420 Radio, if y'all don't know, is an indie station. We play indie artists, but we also play regular music as well. Songs, hits on the radio, and stuff like that. So come listen on Wednesdays and hear some of our favorite music. It's going to be a blast. 3 to 8, y'all. And then also, starting January 1st, there's going to be an artist of the month. We're going to be doing a thing where we have a photo of the artist. We give them a $25 Cash App card, a KM420 swag bag, and all that good stuff. And then we're calling out to all indie artists. If you have a YouTube video and you would like for it to be heard we do on Fridays the top 10 indie artist videos. So these are artists that aren't heard all the time on the radio that can be just as good, if not better, than radio station songs. So if you have a video, a YouTube video link of your music, and you would like for us to play it on Fridays, we're doing our top 10 videos every week on Friday. So send in your videos so we can pick our favorites. And that's it. Thank y'all so much for joining me today, and I will get this uploaded on YouTube as soon as I get off here. And please share and like. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel and Canna Corner. And yeah, km420radio.com, y'all. Go listen. Mixler app. Download the Mixler app. Love y'all. Peace.